to talk about what a mother wound is and how it can affect you and also your relationships. And so I'm a spiritual person, so a lot of the times the way I explain things is on a spiritual level, but it'll all come together and make sense in a wholeness of it. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the chakra system, and I'm just going to talk about the top half of your chakra system in order for me to really, because I feel like the top half of your chakra system is a part of your mother, the mothering aspect or the nurturing aspect in your life, whoever played a part in that type of dynamic, whether it was healthy or unhealthy. I feel like that will show up in your upper chakras, which is your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra. And if those are unbalanced, what that looks like if you have a mother wound is when it comes to your heart chakra, you not being open to receiving or giving, or you not being open, are you either one being too open to where you're not protecting yourself enough and you are easily wounded, or you're too sensitive to where anybody can trigger you or take energy from you, or whatever the case may be, or either you're too closed off to where you're not letting anybody in and you're not allowing yourself to just be in a flow state, or you're too much in a flow state, either way. And so it's important to understand that when it comes to a mother wound, when you are dealing with a mother wound, it's either you're too open or you're too closed off, and you don't have a balance within both of those to where you are allowing yourself to be open, but also being a protector. Because when it comes to your heart chakra, to me, that is where your masculine and your feminine energy aligns. And when it comes to your mother and your father, that is also where that energy aligns, to where they're both a part of that chakra. And so that can play a big role in whether you are open or closed off to love or receiving, or being open to give as well. And when it comes to your throat chakra, that puts you in a position to where either you don't know your truth, or you allow other people to tell you what your truth is, or you're too afraid to speak up, or you speak up too much when you need to be quiet in that moment, or you are trying to force other people to see your point of view, or when you don't even see your own point of view, or you are in a space of always yelling or going from 0 to 100 instead of allowing yourself to nurture your own emotions, or allowing, or just being firm in what you are saying and being confident in what you have to say or who you are as an individual. And when it comes to your third eye, it has a lot to do with, if you have a mother wound, it has a lot to do with only allowing yourself to believe what you see, only moving off of logic and not leaving room for miracles to happen, or for things to flow naturally, or not being in a space of trusting yourself or trusting the universe or whatever you believe in. Or when it comes to your crown chakra, being closed off to a higher power, or being closed off to there being something more to life. Or it puts you in a position when you have a mother wound and you have a closed off crown chakra, it puts you in a position to where you either have a God complex to where you feel like you have to save everybody, or it puts you in a space, in a position to where you are putting somebody else in that God role in your life, which either puts you in a space of being a victim or victimizing somebody else, being in a space of either being abused or being the abuser. And I think that's important to understand when it comes to having a mother wound. You deal with that type of dynamic when it comes to not seeing your own worth, not knowing your own worth, not connecting to what real worth is, or what you deem real worth as internally, or being full of chaos and not knowing how to balance that out, and balancing your feminine and masculine energy as well, and not being in a receiving state, or not being able to, because I think it's important to understand as well that, to me, masculine and feminine energy, or your chakra system, is just the same side, a different side of the same coin. So for example, right, the head is the masculine, which is because your first chakra is your root chakra, which is a part of your masculine energy, and then your sacral chakra and your solar plexus, and then it goes to your heart chakra, which connects the feminine and the masculine. And I think the root chakra is just the same. I think the root chakra is just the same thing as your crown chakra, but it's just one is grounded in earth, and one is grounded in spirituality. And I think that's important to understand. So it's just the same side of a different side of the same coin.